All right, folks, buckle up because we've got some exciting motorsport news coming your way from the world of NASCAR Xfinity. Imagine this, a brand new livery reveal, an Aussie driver making his big return, and a team stacked with international support. That's right, Jack Perkins, son of legendary racer Larry Perkins, is about to hit the track at Portland International Raceway with a fresh look on his number 19 Toyota GR Supra. And trust me, this isn't just any regular race weekend. This one's got a unique twist, a passionate entourage, and a whole lot of buzz surrounding it. For those who don't know Jack Perkins yet, here's a quick intro. He's a well-respected driver from Australia, best known for his time in supercars. Now, he's carving out a spot in the NASCAR Xfinity Series. Portland marks only his second start in the series after his debut in Chicago ended earlier than expected. Perkins got caught up in a wreck in the opening laps. That's the kind of heartbreak that can discourage a lot of racers. But not this guy. He's back, determined, and ready to show what he can really do on American soil. Now let's talk about the car, because if you're a NASCAR fan, you know that livery can be just as big a deal as performance. Perkins will be piloting the number 19 Joe Gibbs Racing Toyota GR Supra, carrying Shaw and Partners as the main sponsor once again. But this time, the car has a bold, completely new look, designed to make a statement. Australian brands like Southern Cross Truck Rentals, XF Fleet, ACL Bearing Company, TLC Auto Center, and ARB Penrith are also proudly displayed, making this one of the most down-under inspired entries we've ever seen in Xfinity. The mastermind behind the design is none other than Peter Hughes, a former Holden designer who knows how to craft liveries that turn heads. Hughes recently stepped into the NASCAR scene and has already made waves with his creativity. Perkins himself couldn't stop praising the car, calling it ace, and giving credit to Shaw and Partners CEO Earl Evans for backing the fresh design. And honestly, when a car looks this sharp, it's not just about aesthetics. It can lift team morale, fire up fans, and even intimidate competitors on the track. But Perkins won't be doing this alone. He's got an incredible lineup of supporters flying in from all corners, creating a massive sense of occasion around this race. His Blanchard Racing Team co-driver and 2010 Supercars champion, James Courtney, will be there, cheering him on. And let's not forget his father, Larry Perkins, a legend in Australian motorsport, who will also be on site. Having that kind of family and professional backing in the pit area is priceless, especially when you're racing far from home. Adding even more star power to the crowd, our six-time world Ironman champion, Shannon Eckstein, and Australian Olympian, Jimmy Walker. Both are making the trip to support Perkins in what feels like a mini Team Australia takeover of the Portland paddock. On top of that, motorsport heavyweights like Earl Evans and Steve Blackmore from 888 Race Engineering will also be present. Even Tim Blanchard, co-owner of Blanchard Racing Team, will be there. It's clear, this race is more than just another start for Perkins. It's a milestone event, attracting a serious entourage. And here's a fun little connection. Benny Small, the brother of Joe Gibbs Racing Crew Chief James Small, is part of the group as well. That family tie adds yet another layer of depth to this weekend. Perkins himself has said how special it feels to have so many of his friends, family, and sponsors making the long journey just to support him. That kind of energy can really fuel a driver, giving them confidence and determination to push harder once the green flag drops. Now, let's talk about what makes this race so unique compared to a typical NASCAR weekend. Portland will not feature live pit stops. That's right. No wheel guns flying, no fuel cans rushing in under green. Instead, teams will face 3-minute time stops at stage breaks. What does that mean for the drivers? Simply put, qualifying becomes absolutely critical. Without strategy options in pit lane, track position is king. If Perkins can qualify well, he'll give himself a huge advantage for the 75-lap sprint. Speaking of qualifying, Perkins already has reason to be optimistic. In Chicago, he managed to qualify 5th, showing real pace in just his first attempt at Xfinity competition. That's no small feat. Now, with more experience working with crew chief Seth Chafka and the Joe Gibbs racing team, Perkins is entering Portland with higher expectations. His goal? Start in the front 2 rows and stay clear of trouble. If he can keep the car clean, there's every chance we'll see him battling near the pointy end of the field. It's also worth noting that Portland International Raceway is a road course, which tends to level the playing field for international drivers. With his supercars background, Perkins is no stranger to turning left and right at high speeds. That road course expertise could play right into his hands. NASCAR road races often produce chaos, strategy surprises, and plenty of drama. For Perkins, that unpredictability might be the very opportunity he needs to make a big impact. Now let's zoom out for a second and talk about the bigger picture. This isn't just about one driver trying to make his mark. It's about the growing connection between Australian motorsport and NASCAR. We're seeing more Aussie talent cross over than ever before. Names like Shane Van Gisbergen, Will Brown, and now Jack Perkins are bringing a new international flavor to stock car racing. And the fan response? It's been overwhelmingly positive, showing that NASCAR truly has global appeal. The NASCAR Xfinity Series at Portland is shaping up to be a stacked event, with 37 drivers set to compete. That list includes some notable entries like Supercars champion Will Brown, Alex Labbe, Joey Hand, and Josh Williams. Each one brings their own story and skill set to the mix, ensuring that the race won't be short on competition. For Perkins, this means he'll need to balance aggression with patience, especially if he wants to capitalize on his qualifying pace and avoid repeating the bad luck he had in Chicago. Let's not forget the emotional element here. For Jack Perkins, racing in NASCAR isn't just about competition, it's about legacy. His father, Larry Perkins, carved out a legendary career in motorsport, and now Jack has the chance to extend that legacy into a whole new arena. The presence of family, friends, and sponsors in Portland underscores just how significant this race is. It's more than just laps on a track. It's about proving himself on one of racing's biggest stages. So, what can we realistically expect? Perkins himself is aiming high, but also keeping things grounded. His number one hope is a clean race, no crashes, no technical setbacks. From there, the goal is to stay competitive, stick with the leaders, and maybe, just maybe, pull off a surprise finish near the front. In NASCAR, anything can happen. A strong qualifying effort combined with road course skill and clean execution could make this a breakthrough weekend for the Aussie driver. And finally, let's talk about how you can catch all the action. The race weekend kicks off bright and early Sunday morning with practice at 5 a.m. AEST, qualifying right after at 6 a.m. AEST. And the green flag for the 75-lap main event at 9:30 a.m. AEST. For U.S. fans, that means a daytime race on Saturday. Coverage will be live on Fox Sports and KO Sports for those tuning in from Australia. With all the storylines, the talent on display, and Jack Perkins' story, determined comeback, Portland promises to deliver a race you won't want to miss.